Okay, this is Writing Basics for ninth grade. Starting up in your writing and grammar book, anywhere you see W and G, you're looking at writing and grammar. This is combining sentences, page 17 in your book. And as you can see, you're looking at starting really with the basics of putting sentences together, putting words and phrases together to sound more sophisticated. Once you're up into high school, you're looking at a lot more variety and sophistication when you're writing. You're no longer looking at simple baby sentences, but putting them together, making them flow, making them interesting, creating your own style. So please read through the elements on writing effective sentences for that and complete those exercises. We will be doing 3 and 4 as well on a different date. If you look at paragraphs, turning over to page 28, you're looking at types of paragraphs. So once we look at sentences, sentences mesh together, making into paragraphs. So when you have paragraphs, you're looking at two different main types, topical and functional paragraphs. Topical paragraphs is what you're going to use most often when you're looking for a short answer question, you're looking at your body paragraphs in your essay, you're going to be using topical sentences. Main idea plus supporting details, and this is what you're used to writing in lower grades as well. Functional paragraphs you won't use quite as often. That's maybe if you're writing dialogue for a narrative or you're trying to transition or create some sort of emphasis within your essay, but topical is what you're going to be using most of the time. If you look at main idea versus supporting idea, this is page 21 to 24, so flipping back over a little bit. You can see, and most of us know the difference between a main idea and topic sentence, so this is really, really a basic skill. The main idea being the main part of the sentence that tells what's going on, and the supporting details coming underneath, supporting it, your main idea. Okay, you're going to look at writing exercises 7 and 8. You're going to be writing topic sentences, writing supporting details, learning how to make a strong TRI paragraph. Now, what do I mean by TRI paragraph? This is on page 24, and I know we're flipping a lot here, but you can pause whenever you need to this video. Your topic sentence, we're going to look at TRI, and that sort of process is looking at what is your main idea. Let's take that first, then restate it and give an illustration. This is one of the best ways of building a strong paragraph for a short answer, for constructive response on your end of course test, or when looking at body paragraphs for your essays. Why do you use a short answer? When do you use short answer? When do you use an essay? Whenever that is assigned, you have to think about a short answer. An essay is really a very long short answer question. It's answering the same question, but doing it in a much more organized fashion over a long period of time. So it involves transitions. That list is on page 26. It involves sort of logical thinking, sort of clearly getting your audience from the beginning to the end of the essay. And you have to maintain that sort of interest. You have to maintain that clarity, that coherence throughout the whole writing. So it's definitely more challenging than writing a short answer question. All right, if you look on page 27, you can see that you've got your main parts of the composition. You have introduction, body, and conclusion. Your introduction is always going to have a thesis statement. That thesis should come at the last sentence in your introduction paragraph, so you know exactly, your reader looking at it knows exactly where to look for that thesis statement. And what do I mean by thesis as opposed to a topic sentence? A topic is really for your paragraph, holding your paragraph together. And when you talk about a thesis, you're really talking about the entire essay, holding the entire essay together. So thesis is definitely going to be more complicated. You can have a 3-part thesis, a 2-part thesis. It's more ideas contained together to be able to maintain an idea throughout the entire essay. And of course, you will have a body and conclusion. Introduction, you should always have a hook to sort of bring the reader in, hook the reader in so that they're interested in your essay. You should transition from that into your thesis statement, your main idea, and put it all together. Now, don't plagiarize. I pulled this specifically from the internet because there's so many places you can go to get essays. If you look, for instance, I can take this sentence, and I can do this with your essay when you turn it in. I can take whatever I want out of it and copy it. I can come to my web browser and put in that sentence, and I can come right up and go to, and I can find exactly the site where it came from. I'm going to do this if the writing does not sound like your writing. I know what your writing sounds like. I know what ninth grader writing sounds like because I've done this for many years. So you can't fool me into thinking something that's from the internet is your writing. And if I'm confused or I might be concerned, I shouldn't say confused, if I'm concerned that that might not be your writing, then I'm going to check it. And if I find it to be plagiarized, then you get a 0 on the assignment, and you don't need that, especially not for a major assignment as an essay is. Okay, your body paragraph, you can have 2 to 5. 3 paragraphs is your standard 5 paragraph essay. It's very rigid standards. You can put forth about 2 to 5 to mix it up, make some variety, make it a little less stilted. You do want to do the TRI, topic, sentence, restatement, illustration. Always tie back to your thesis, tie back to your main idea. Make sure that you are incorporating those ideas. And use transitions within your paper so that it flows, maintaining that unity, maintaining that coherence. Conclusion, you're restating your thesis in a new way. It wraps up your essay. You might make some personal insights or leave the reader thinking, but you are definitely not going to introduce any new facts, any new things. You don't want to make major points here. You want to end on a restatement of facts, not on new information. If you restart on new information, that's a body paragraph. It's not a conclusion. Okay? And those are your main parts of your essay and your basic writing formats. Thank you.